Professor Wigglebee here, and today the internet serves a spicy mystery. When a crowd withdraws support from someone online, is that justice doing cardio or outrage doing parkour? In just a few minutes, this video explores cancel culture, its strongest arguments, its weirdest excesses, and the grey area in between. For some people, cancel culture finally brings consequences to behaviour that once slides by untouched. For others, it feels like instant judgment with terrible breaks. This short guide stays lively, balanced and packed with useful ideas, helping you compare the strengths and weaknesses for yourself. So let's take a closer look. Most people use cancel culture to describe a wave of public disapproval that goes beyond ordinary criticism. A bad post, ugly remark, or serious accusation triggers lost support, damaged status, and pressure from audiences or employers. Picture accountability after several cups of espresso and an unlimited data plan. Online backlash grows fast because every repost acts like a tiny loudspeaker. People react, others copy the reaction, and soon the crowd responds to the crowd as much as the original event. Nuance slips on a banana peel, while certainty struts past in polished shoes and steals the spotlight. Supporters argue that cancel culture can expose real harm, especially when formal systems seem slow, weak, or protective of powerful people. Public pressure sometimes forces apologies, investigations, refunds, or better behaviour. In that sense, calling out misconduct acts like a social fire alarm, loud, annoying, but hard to ignore. Fans, workers and customers are not powerless extras in somebody else's story. Cancel culture can give ordinary people a way to coordinate disapproval, especially against institutions that ignore complaints. Boycotts, unfollows and public criticism are forms of participation, and supporters say that participation makes culture more answerable. Cancel culture turns ugly when the crowd stops caring about accuracy and starts chasing punishment for sport. A person can become a symbol, not a human being, and symbols rarely get patience. Harassment, doxing fears, and relentless mockery push the debate away from justice and straight into digital chaos. Another problem is proportion. A terrible pattern and a clumsy joke do not carry the same weight, yet online punishment can flatten every mistake into one giant category called unforgivable. People also ask whether there is room to learn, apologise and improve, or whether the internet keeps every scar glowing forever. Free speech makes this debate extra slippery. In many places, free speech laws mainly restrict government punishment, not criticism from other people. So being challenged online is not the same as being jailed. Still, critics argue that intense social punishment can chill expression, even when no law gets involved. Private platforms and employers also complicate everything. They set rules, protect brands, and respond to audience pressure, so consequences often come from private decisions rather than government bans. That distinction matters legally, but it does not erase the human impact. Losing reach, work, or community can still feel brutally real. A good test starts with evidence, context, and proportion. Look for the full clip, original source, reliable reporting, and any apology or correction. Then ask whether the consequence fits the act. Accountability without facts becomes gossip in a suit, and gossip loves dramatic entrances more than truth. If you keep two ideas in your head at once, you are already ahead of most shouting matches. Public accountability matters. So do context, mercy, and proportion. Making up your own mind means weighing both, resisting instant outrage, and remembering that a trending crowd is not automatically wise. That still image on the television screen captures the whole tug of war. One side pushes for accountability, the other warns about overreaction. You have seen how cancel culture can expose harm, amplify ordinary voices, chill speech, erase context, and raise the awkward but essential question of fair consequences. I hope this quick tour feels thoughtful, balanced, and genuinely interesting. If it sparks a reaction, tap the like button so more deep dives like this rise into view. If another tricky topic keeps poking your brain, leave it in the comments, and until then, see you next time. Before you go, at the top left here is my most recent video. Bottom left is what YouTube says matches your viewing history. Bottom right is a playlist of all my videos. And finally, top right is the subscribe icon. Bye again.